icosanoids. Some
Okay,
of my
go
best
back.
friends are icosanoids.
All right, talk to us. Talk to
tell
us here
us
about
more.
flow.
Can I talk about icosanoids?
After you finish talking about flow.
Okay, so here's time along the horizontal, and here's phenomenal amplitude or intensity along the vertical. And this is rising. There can be a duration of staying, and then there's the vanishing, which may be followed by a duration of a restful state. Okay? And we understand that usually there's some sort of ramp, but this may be very short or non-existent. It could sometimes be a true sawtooth configuration. Maybe with literally a true sawtooth without any rest phase or any duration phase. Okay? So we'll take this as a certain basic pattern. Rising, perhaps lasting, and then there's the moment of vanishing. And then there can be the appropriate restful state. So let's say that you have mental talk. The mental talk arises. Maybe it dies away instantly. Maybe it lasts for a little while. At some point it dies away. And then there may or may not be a duration of mental quiet. And then again, so without loss of generality, we'll talk about mental talk. But it could be any sensory phenomenon. So then the talk re-arises. Perhaps lasts for a little while, moment of vanishing, when it goes from existing to non-existing. Sometimes there can be this kind of thing. You know, it can be a little bit more like this.
The thinning or something?
Yeah, there can be, you know, it can be this kind of thing, okay, but with that, there's always a final drop-off, okay? So it's a lot of possible patterns here, but you get the general drift of the thing. So then you're going to hear rest. That means time is passing and you're aware of listening to quiet in your talk space.
And let me ask you also, you can generate the rest without the object arising
Yeah,
first,
you
right?
could have just...
You can just start with rest.
You could have an experience of just this.
Yeah, where you start
just
there.
Rest,
yeah, okay.
Okay, so now let's assume that it's, once again, without loss of generality, let's take this kind of pattern. Whoa, no, that didn't quite work. With a sort of ramped boxcar, but we know that, you know, with a duration of rest. So ramped boxcar, gone. Okay, hear rest. Now, hear rest is a sensory experience. It is perduring through time, and you can even locate it spatially in talk space. So time and space are existing. This restful state is going on.
Yeah.
Now, where does flow come in? Well, there's different flavors of flow, but one way that flow could come in is that there would be some modulation here, okay?
Yeah.
Or it could be sort of like this.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, I didn't really draw those very well, but you get the general idea.
Yeah, there's some dynamic change for each
Yeah,
state.
it could be vibratory, undulatory, but there's always this little drop-off at the end. Okay, so this would be sort of like, it's still here in, gone, here rest. Okay, there can be flow inside the here rest too.
Yeah.
Sort of vibratory. You've experienced this probably yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can have these vibratory, undulatory, flowy things going on. Now, I'm going to jump to an extremely advanced level and show you another way that flow can enter in. This ramp here that I'm showing, which is the onset of the sensory event,